gentlemen, my name is Ben. I'm from Smoking Hot Confessions, and this afternoon it's 4 o'clock. The sun is still shining and beautiful and warm, and we are at the BBQ and Beer Roadshow at Redland Bay Showground. We're open till 9 o'clock tonight. We've got live bands playing until then. We've got food, we've got beer, we've got wine, we've got family-friendly activities for the kids. Do make sure you come on down and see us this evening. But 4 o'clock means it's brisket hand-in time. And to talk brisket with me this afternoon, I've got Chris from MyQ4U. Mate, how's the festival been treating you?
Oh, it's just been an absolute champion of a day. The weather's been great. It's just a pity that I've got a little bit of a cold, a bit of a fog in the back of the throat at the moment.
But, look, you stay over there and I'll stay over here.
Oh, we can do that. That's not a drama. I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
No. Now you've travelled a pretty reasonable distance to.
Yeah, we did Bundy last weekend. I went home for 4 days. Trailer didn't even make it. The smoker didn't even make it off the trailer. Packed up Thursday night, then in on the early Friday morning. And we got to watch the crowds come in. It was very still yesterday, but the weather's just beautiful today on that side of things. So yeah, no, a bit of a journey down from Rockhampton.
All the way from Rocky.
Yeah.
Wow, far out. Now, as I said before, we're here to talk brisket. So
yes.
The first thing I want to ask is, why does everybody want to win brisket?
Well, brisket's just one of those cuts. It's just the pinnacle up there on that side of things. You'd know this yourself from recently competing in the Houston rodeo. Like, it is just a hard cut to master, and every time I cook it, it just gets better and better on that side of things. You know, what can I do better? What can I do this? And you just think about it and just push on through.
For the viewers who may not be familiar with brisket, where does the brisket come from?
It's the pectoral muscle of the cow. So it's up here, a very hard-working muscle, a lot of collagens, a lot of fat, and it does take a lot to get that to render down. So, you know, you're talking a well-done steak might be 68 degrees C internal. You know, to cook a brisket, you're talking, well, anywhere depending on what temperature you're cooking it at, you could be talking anywhere from 95 to 110 degrees Celsius.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're really punching it up.
You really got to punch the BTUs into it just to get those collagens and fats to break down.
Alrighty, so walk me through how you go about cooking a brisket.
Well, you're talking home or for competition?
What are you willing to share?
Oh, a bit of everything. So home, you just give it the general salt and pepper, a bit of a shave here and there, and just throw it on and let it do its own thing. Competition as well. You've got to wow those judges with that first bite. So I tend to separate the point from the flat. The point will look after itself. No fat on it whatsoever at all. Just let it ride out, and pretty much by the time it's done, the wrapped brisket is pretty much coming off at the same time on that side of things. So I punch mine out pretty hot, about 160 degrees Celsius, generally taking me about 5.5 hours on that side of things. So the hand-in windows for this competition was absolutely awesome. All three teammates, we went to bed at 11 o'clock last night. We were up at 4 and we've just been battling on all day. It's just been awesome.
Mate, I love all the sounds of that. Now, can you run me through what burnt ends are?
Burnt ends. Well, the point, it's got the extra fat in it. So a burnt end, once it's cooked, and because it is cooked totally unwrapped, it gets that nice lovely bark on it. You will then cube it up and then throw it back in some sauce, and then you'll cook it for another couple of hours until that sugar in that sauce starts to crystallise and caramelise. It's just like a big sugary beef cube. It's just awesome in your mouth.
That would explain why I've heard of them referred to as beef marshmallows.
Oh, sex on a cube.
Fantastic. Look, I appreciate your time today. I realise you've got to go back. You've still got one more hand in to prepare for. And I just want to say I appreciate your time and best of luck with it. So there you have it, folks. That's Chris from MyQ4U giving us lots of brisket tips for you to get out there and cook your own brisket at home. And in the meantime, come in here, try our brisket. I'll see you later on tonight.